Good morning, everyone. It is 8:46 a.m. on, actually, I say 8:48 a.m. on Saturday, September 16, 2017. And yes, guys, Florida football is back at Ben Griffin Stadium for the first time since Senior Day in 2016. So we're definitely looking forward to a great montage today as the Tennessee Volunteers come to Gainesville to take on the University of Florida Gators as they look to beat Florida in the swamp for the first time since 2003. Will they do it? Or will the Gators end up continuing their home winning streak against Tennessee? There's only one way to find out because the montage right now from Ben Griffin Stadium begins right now. Let's go to the swamp where only Gators get out alive.
And now, our feature presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Steve Spurrier, Florida Field at Ben Griffin Stadium, also known as, you guessed it, the swamp. And right now we're about to make our way to my favorite spot in of all kickoff, Fan Fest, presented by Bubba Burger. And we're about to make their way now, so when we come back, we'll show you what it looks like and everything. Stick around. Well, everyone, this is the place where the Gator Walk takes place. And most importantly, this is where our Spirit Squad comes around, walks around these ropes, and greets everyone before they walk walking the team onto the field. And I wonder, will the Gators beat Tennessee, or will Tennessee beat Florida and Gainesville for the first time in 14 years? We will find out when the Home Depot SEC on CBS comes at 3:30 for Florida and Tennessee. Oh, and speaking of the SEC on CBS, look what my friends at CBS Sports gave me. Let me point to the camera so you guys can look at it. It's the official SEC on CBS cap. And I want to thank everyone at CBS Sports for giving me that hat, and hope you guys will like it. So we'll see you at the Gator Walk right after this. Thank you very much. Alright guys, we're here at the Bubba Burger Fan Fest, and most importantly, I'm outside of the Domino's Order pregame show, and I'm joined by the color commentator for all the Gator baseball coverage. I'm joined by my good friend and mid-Cubert's colleague for baseball, Jeff Cardozo! What's up, Jeff? How are you doing, man? And we will be joined by mid-Cubert next! Don't go anywhere! Oh my!
Defense. Even 6-6 seasons in the 80s, they always had good defense. Very rarely has Florida not had the talent on that side of the football. And I do think, and Randy Shannon was with you the other night on Coach Mack's show, talking about the crowd, wanting them to get into it. That's such an advantage. The defense, not only does it make it tough on the offense and the young quarterback for Tennessee, but the players feed off of it. And you really couldn't get that in a neutral site game in the first game. So I think that will benefit the defense as well. The other thing is, You mentioned young players. Very few experienced players. Jordan Sherritt, C.C. Jefferson, and Nick Washington all have 11 career starts. You know, you think Duke Dawson, a guy who's played a lot of football here in Florida, is a nickelback. He only has 9 career starts. So even the guys like Chauncey Gardner, who played significant roles down the stretch last year, David Reese, Boshawn Joseph, they haven't even played a full season of football yet. When you look at career starts and the amount of full-time action you would get at being a starter. So there's a lot of newness on that defensive side. The thing that encouraged me about the game was the adjustments they made in-game in the second quarter to slow down Michigan. Michigan did not throw the ball effectively. They got busted coverage for a touchdown. But overall, 14-26 is what you can expect at best against the Florida secondary. And certainly the 5 sacks was impressive as well. I think the defense, number one, missed tackles hurt them in the first game. That typically happens. And then I think in the beginning of the second half, I think they got schemed up on the first series of the second half for that opening touchdown. And I think Randy Shannon and his crew will be ready for a slight change from Tennessee at the half than maybe they didn't expect at Michigan as well. You know, when you got things going, whether it's offensively or defensively, at halftime you don't want to screw it up. You don't want to go, hey man, let's change and do this. But sometimes you got to have a break in. You got to say, listen guys, we're going to keep doing what we're doing, but we're going to get to this and we're going to be ready for that.
Well, and missed tackles must have been the theme of the week for these guys. I think if we remember that Tennessee game last year, there was a lot of missed tackles.
Well, guys, that's it from the Bubba Burger Fan Fest. When we come back, we're going to wrap it up with the famous bus in the history of CBS Sports. We're back to wrap it up right after this. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Here is the montage in person with all the pictures that I took from the Bubba Burger Fan Fest. Wow, everyone, good evening. And yes, guys, that is it from the Bubba Burger Fan Fest and, most importantly, our montage from Florida and Tennessee. But let me tell you, that game was just a legendary game. To me, that is going to go down as one of the best games in college football. By my opinion, definitely the #1 college football game from ESPN for 2017. That is my prediction. It was first down and 10 for Florida with 9 seconds left in the game. Florida had to call a timeout with 9 seconds left. Felipe Franks decides to stay on the field, go for the win with a touchdown, and let me tell you, that play was definitely the incredible plays I've ever seen, and it will be talked about from by the Gator Nation for many years to come. Felipe Franks throws a 63-yard Hail Mary pass to Tyree Cleveland for the game-winning touchdown on the last play of the game, and the Gators beat Tennessee 26-20 with no time left on the game clock. Unbelievable. And before I let you guys go for the day, I have some very exciting, I have a very special souvenir that I want to show you guys that I got from my friends at CBS Sports. This is the Home Depot SEC on CBS hat. And this is definitely a must-needed item if you guys are a fan of watching the SEC on CBS. This is definitely a must-have if CBS Sports comes to your area for a college football game in the Southeastern Conference. This was the last one they had, and I managed to pick this up. I was definitely very, very happy, and I know that my friend Vern Lundquist will be very happy with this. So, Vern, this is for you, my friend. And yes, guys, that is going to do it for our montage as the Gators beat Tennessee on a Hail Mary by a score of 26-20. Incredible. Felipe Franks, you are the man. We'll see y'all next time. Good night, everybody, and go Gators.